Hi friends, welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a great day and thank you so much for stopping by and spending some time with me. Well, in front of me I've got my newer puzzle that I just did. It's a 500 piece by Springbok called Balloon Seller. And look at this image, isn't this the prettiest puzzle? It was so easy to build. It went together real easy and real fast. And obviously with the clear sections I had to work on, it wasn't that difficult with the sky, the balloons, the lighthouse, the beach area with this boat, the umbrellas, and then this coastal village. I absolutely love this puzzle. And it's one of those puzzles where you build it, you think, I just want to do a simple puzzle just to relax and put it together. And this clearly fit the checked all boxes. It was real fun, real easy build. And of course, with all my Springbok random cut pieces, it had a little bit of a challenge to it, but that actually is what I love about the Springbok puzzles. But anyway, this puzzle is still online as of today, and I believe it's been out there for a few months now, and I think I got this about probably back in July. And of course, as I often say in my videos when I do my Springbok puzzles, I highly recommend it. And with this coastal theme, I thought, well, you know what, I'm going to pull some of my books from one of my favorite writers, and generally her books tend to be regarding the coastal settings, or especially like in the Carolinas, the states of the Carolinas, the North Outer Banks. And I love her. She's one of my favorite writers. And stay tuned after the time lapse of this puzzle build. I will be showing you some of my books of hers. But anyway, if you do have this puzzle, it's called Balloon Sellers, let me know. And if you've actually put this puzzle together, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, or what kind of puzzles you're currently working on. Now, of course, as some of you may know, and especially for my newer viewers out there, this channel is primarily dedicated to Springbok puzzles, contemporary, modern, and the vintage ones. I really love my Springbok puzzles, and I love sharing my puzzle builds on this channel. And this is an actual safe space for those who love Springbok puzzles. I rarely critique negatively for Springbok puzzles, because when you're a super fan of something, it's rare to critique it. Now, I'm not one of these channels which actually critiques multiple different puzzle brands and with a critical eye, making sure they fit all the boxes perfectly. For me, I love to puzzle. I love working jigsaw puzzles, and my favorite company is Springbok Puzzles, and I absolutely love that, and I love sharing anything about Springbok with those out there. And definitely, if you love Springbok, let me know, and I would love to hear from you in the comments, because it really does make my day when I meet a new friend, I guess. But with that said, I do hope you enjoy the time lapse, and stay tuned after the time lapse, and I'll show you some of my vintage, and these really aren't vintage books, some of my books that I actually pulled from one of my favorite authors. But with that said, I hope you enjoy the time lapse, and have a great day. Bye now. All right, this is the puzzle I decided to do, Springbok 500 piece puzzle called Balloon Seller. And look at this image, isn't that sweet? I just love this, a simple image, full of color, and it looks like it's going to be real fun. And of course, what's a puzzle without a hot air balloon popping up here and there, right? I can't wait to do this. Look at the colors of this, really pretty. Now look at this side view here. It's got the in this section of a Springbok puzzle box, you will find the name of the artist, and it does have the artist listed, and I will list that out in a little bit. Here's a side view, 500 pieces, a full image. Side view. Side view. And if we look on the back, there's some advertisements for other Springbok puzzles. I'd like to get this Crayola twist. Now, I did put together a Crayola similar to this puzzle, but the puzzle I'd done previously did not have the white color in it, so I might need to get this one. And there's Home Sweet Home. Now, they have this in the Majestic Puzzles by Springbok, but also I think they have it in the regular Springbok version. Look at the snowman. Can't wait to start on my Christmas puzzles, holiday puzzles. But anyway, here's the Springbok website. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be fun. And look at this image. I love this artwork. I love this kind of artwork. So stay tuned and we'll open this box up. Okay, let's go ahead and open the box and see what's inside. Okay, it's got a bluish purple background. It looks more of a bluish background. Look at these colorful pieces. Love it. I see my Springbok dust. You know how my Springboks are. We have some dust in those. Okay, let's go ahead and open this up and look at these pieces a little bit closer. Oh wow, these seem a little bit thicker. Wow. Oh wow, I love the feel of these pieces on my hands. Okay, we got my freebies here. I just gingerly take these apart. Don't want to manhandle them and abuse them, so gingerly take it apart. And I know this is very frustrating for some folks, but it doesn't bother me. On a lot of other puzzle brands, I've had to take apart pieces. Pull that one apart. Don't manhandle it, Rick. Let's see if we can find some odd pieces in here. Our favorite Springbok shapes, you know. Look at that. Flip it over. Let's take a look, see if we see. Oh, look at this odd piece. I love that. These are my favorite puzzle brand because of these random pieces. Now, accordingly, what my understanding is, and I read it before, that Springbok, their pieces, they're all unique. No two pieces are alike. Now, you do have similar type shapes that are similar, but they do have some differences. They are not exactly alike, and I love that. Look at that chunky monkey. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is, well, actually what I'm going to do now is just get this separated and sorted out, and we'll start building this puzzle. Wow. Look at these colors. They're so pretty. I think this is going to be an easy build. Can't wait to get into it. Okay, I've got the pieces separated in my sorting tray, and I think what I'm going to do, looking at the image, I did basically the sky portion, and then I did the buildings here, separated those out, and then I did this lighthouse, this boat, and this beach, and then this foreground here in a separate compartment. So what that looks like in my sorting tray is basically the sky, the buildings, the foreground and the umbrellas, and the lighthouse, ocean water, and part of the beach scene. And then of course in the middle I have my edge pieces, which I always put in the middle. Now again, to be transparent on the dust here, I do have my dust here that I'm going to show you, and I want to push it all together. And it's typical of a Springbok puzzle to have this much dust, but I just want to pull it all together so you can get a reference idea of how much it is, because I know I've seen before where it seems like it's a lot, and this may be considered a lot, I don't know, but I'm just trying to push it all together here. So it's about as big as my fingernail, I guess, or the tip of my finger. And I just want you to know that in case you have a problem with puzzle dust. To me, it's not an issue. I just vacuum it up and start my beautiful puzzle, which I'm going to do right now. So stay tuned for the time lapse, and I do hope you enjoy it. All right, I'm about to complete this puzzle. Look how beautiful it is. Man, I had such a good time. It was so much fun. Easy puzzle to build, easy puzzle to build. Just love this image, this illustrated image of balloons, coastal town. Really had a good time on this puzzle. And with that, that's the last piece. Wow, look at this puzzle. Look how beautiful it is. So fun and colorful. Springbok 500 piece balloon seller. And look at this image. Looks like a beautiful coastal town. I love this image. It was so much fun putting this puzzle together. Very easy to put together. Highly recommend it. Okay, it's time now for me to do the one hand pickup challenge. You know I like to do that with my Springboks. Let me make sure these pieces are patted down and everything's fitting good together. Look at this pretty image. Beautiful coastal town, balloon seller, 500 piece Springbok. All right, let me give a good section here. Oh wow, Springbok, thank you so much. Look at that. That is Springbok quality for you. Look, I've got it with literally 2 fingers holding it up. I love this. Love this puzzle. Had a great time building it. So fun, so easy, simple build, really relaxing. Just put the pieces in and just get carried away with building it. And look at these beautiful Springbok random cut pieces. Highly recommend this puzzle. Really loved it. Balloon Seller by Springbok, 500 pieces. Okay, as most of you know, I like to bring my puzzles outside under the natural light. Unfortunately, it's a very cold, gloomy day, gray day, but still I wanted to put it under the natural light instead of the artificial light inside. And look how pretty this puzzle is. I absolutely had a great time on this. Try to get a little closer and so you can see these shapes and a better look at the image up close. Real pretty puzzle. I really had a great time enjoying this puzzle and so much fun, so much fun. Really lovely. Balloon Seller 500 piece Springbok. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. It sure was fun building this puzzle, and as I always say in my videos, I highly recommend this puzzle. Again, it's Balloon Seller by Springbok, 500 pieces. Now it does have a little sheen and glare on it, and let me scoot over because I think a little reflection's coming in and off the window on it. It does have a sheen and glare on it, and that's pretty much standard with all Springbok puzzles. It doesn't bother me. I just adjust the lighting as it comes in. But I had a great time on it. This puzzle was so colorful, so much fun. It's like a nice coastal beach setting, and you just feel like you're transported there. I absolutely loved it. But anyway, with that theme of a coastal village, I pulled some books by one of my favorite writers. Her name is Anne Rivers Siddons, and I love her books. Absolute page turners. I just get so involved with these books and her characters. They seem to come alive. And the first one I have to show is called Hill Towns, and I love this book. I had read this a while back, but it was very good. I highly recommend it also. Love her books. The next book I have is called Outer Banks. And look at that. Now these books I don't think are really considered vintage, and I believe some of them are over 20 years old, so maybe they are, but I remember when I got these in paperback, I had to grab them. I thought I had more in hardback, but I don't. And but I just love these books, and actually the coastal settings of most of her storylines, they were really nice and fun. My dog's back there barking. Now this book here is called, this is one of my favorites, it's called Colony. And this book, I loved this book until the last few chapters, and it was because the main character, our protagonist, did something so shocking and horrifying. It left you thinking about this book for a long time. Now I do recommend this as a read because it's a very engulfing story. You just start pulling into it, but the ending is shocking, just to give you a warning. And this book was really nice. I really enjoyed this one. It's called Up Island. And generally they take place in, I guess, the Carolinas, North Carolina, maybe South Carolina, and the coastal towns. And these books I really, really enjoyed. But anyway, let me know if you've read any of her books and what you thought of her books. If you've read any of these particular books, I would love to hear from you. And definitely let me know if you intend to get this puzzle, or if you have the puzzle. If you got any Springbok puzzles, if you got any old vintage puzzles, I'd love to hear about those, your experience on those. And obviously, I love reading comments from folks. So if you have the inclination, please take time and go out there and say hi to me, because I love making new friends, especially puzzling friends. Because to be honest, in my personal life with my friends, nobody I know likes to puzzle. I'm like, what is wrong with you? But yeah, I'm pretty much the only one that I know that enjoys puzzling and working on jigsaw puzzles and talking about jigsaw puzzles. And I think that's why I love going to YouTube and watching so many different channels, because you get so many different viewpoints on the puzzling community. And definitely I've made some great friends in this journey of working on this channel and showing my puzzles. But with that said, I hope you enjoy the time lapse, and I hope you have a great day. Now stay tuned. I've decided to also include some video of me in my local park with the foliage here changing and the colors changing on the leaves. It's so beautiful. It was beautiful. We have experienced some cold days here lately, and a lot of the leaves have turned from the beautiful colors to a darker brownish color. But anyway, stay tuned, because I do have some video of me at the park and the beautiful foliage, and I hope you enjoy that. And with that said, I do hope you have a blessed day, and thank you so much for stopping by. Bye. so peaceful up here, so quiet. Of course, I can hear the city sounds all around me. But it's like a little oasis up here. So beautiful. Gold, orange, red, brown, blue. Just so beautiful.